And to start us off today, we got some more dialogue to go through, which is a shame because we got a lot of work to do today. We gotta find our team members, raise them up a little bit, though most of that will be done off-screen, of course. And here's Berg to tell us that there are no more Team Plasma members in the sewers, which is weird considering that place leads straight to a dead end. I'm going to show it to you in just a second. So yeah, he came out here to stamp out Team Plasma, and, well, apparently he didn't do a whole lot. This sewer is bugging me. Oh, nice pun, by the way. So, Hugh still doesn't understand why Team Plasma came back. I mean, Team Rocket already did it, so why not Team Plasma? Anyway, Strength HM, which is going to be useful when I decide to get off my fat ass and evolve my Patrat, but anyway... There goes Hugh, and, well, thanks for the statement of the obvious here, and we still have another intruder! He's not going to introduce himself right now, but I think it's fairly safe to tell you who he is. This guy is named Colress, and he's a scientist of the rather shady sort. I think we can all imagine what exactly he is, but... I've already spoiled enough about the rest of this game. Let's keep it somewhat suspenseful. And the weird thing about the Colress is that when he was first revealed, they accidentally misspelled his name as Corless. Pro tip, when you introduce a new character, you want to get his name right the first time. Anyway, of course, Colress is a play on the word colorless, which fits his character surprisingly well, and I don't think Colress is an actual real-life name, unlike Sharon and Bianca. So, yeah, as I was saying, as you just saw before I entered battle with that Zubat, this is a dead end, so there's no real way to know whether there are any more Team Plasma members in these sewers, because these sewers are massive. We only saw the tip of the iceberg. So, heading over there, heading just south of there, we're going to reach Castelia Park, which is where I want to go right now. And past that, you get the main part of the sewers that is just a dungeon that's full of trainers and items and stuff. Normally, if you have any team members with you... really? Really? Are you serious? Well... No matter, I'm going to head back to heal once I reach Castelia Park anyway, so I don't have too much to do before doing that. But as I was about to say, if you have any actual team members with you, then you want to have Hugh with you to give you constant healing, because the place is pretty big. Though I think, don't quote me on that, but I think there's a doctor in there, so it's not as bad as it could be. But still, it's a lot easier when you have access to infinite healing, motherfucker, from you. So, if you have any actual team members, I didn't hear, so this is why I made a beeline for the Team Plasma fight. But if you do have team members, definitely bring Hugh along. So, Miracle Seed, which I'm going to give to my Petilil as soon as I get to catch it. So, I'll see you as soon as I come back here after healing off that poison. Oh, I almost forgot. When you come out of the sewers, Iris is going to talk to you. He seemed pretty mad. Well, you is always freaking mad, so I don't know why you're pointing this out to me. So, how did she know? Well, she probably saw Berg come out of the sewers as well, so I guess I shouldn't complain about that. Oh, and yeah, battling is something that we're going to be doing a lot pretty soon. Did she say anything else? No? Okay, see you in just a moment. Okay, found the Petilil, and this is fucking ridiculous. I ran into 4 Audinos before encountering one random battle in the grass, and luckily it's a Petilil. I'm just hoping that it has own tempo and a good nature. Otherwise, we're in for the long haul, considering that, yep, I caught it. We're in for the long haul, considering that the encounter rate here is miserably low. Yeah, it's kind of weird after I spent the entire White 1 LP complaining that the encounter rate was too high, and now here, it's too low. But trust me, it's fucking ridiculous. 4 Audinos. So let's see what we got here. Lonely Nature. Oh god, and it's got own tempo to troll me as well. Fuck! Okay, fine. I'm gonna head back to Castelia and release it, and I'll be right back after I fight a dozen more Audinos, I guess. And this is for the Eevee fanboys who thought I was gonna be using one on my team even though there's no reason to. Wait for it. Die, you overrated schmuck! Die! I feel better now. That felt so good. Petilil number 2. Let's see what we got now. Tackle, still not enough for a KO, thankfully. Otherwise, it might be a little bit harder to catch one. So let's throw a ball at it and hope that the nature ability combination is a bit better this time. The encounter rate appears to have increased, oddly enough, since the last Petilil I encountered, and Sleep Powder. Well, I don't really care. The damage is done. All that's left to do, wrong button, sorry, is to throw a Pokeball at it and hope that this one will catch it. 1, 2, 3... Yep! So that's a second Petilil caught, so let's see what kind of nature it has, and hopefully it has own tempo as well. Oh my god, calm nature, please, no! Are you serious? It's got a calm nature and then freaking chlorophyll? Why couldn't I have had the calm nature last time around instead? Okay, Petilil number 3. Try this again. Tackle, near death, thank you, Mega Drain, la la la, same thing as usual. I would put it to sleep, but I don't have anything to. In fact, this is the Pokemon that I want to use to put stuff to sleep, so let's see here. 1, 2, nope! Sorry about that, I sort of jumped the gun on the 2. I was so sure that it was going to wiggle at least twice, but I guess not, so here's another ball coming your way. 1, 2, 3... Yes! Okay. Am I going to be any more lucky this time? I mean, own tempo is an absolute must. I won't negotiate that in the slightest. So, Ball Nature! Oh, wow! Jesus Christ, game! You're really pissing me off! Petilil number 4. And I would like to point out that Pignite gained 5 levels total while looking for a decent Petilil. 5 levels! It's now level 28! Good lord! And I fought these Audinos because why the hell not? Especially if it turns out I need to use Pignite for Berg, so it's at least going to be useful for that, if nothing else. So, 4th Petilil caught. Am I going to finally get a good combination? Let's see, what do we got? Calm Nature! Please, yes! Own tempo, calm nature. This is exactly what I wanted. So now, it's gonna be time to grind the bejesus out of it. See you in a day or two. And this is what my Petilil looks like after a grinding session. Giga Drain, Magical Leaf, Sleep Powder, and Leech Seed with a Miracle Seed. So, right past where we fought Team Plasma, there's the entrance to the Relic Passage, and oh! There... I was about to say I want to look for a dust cloud, and then one appears right away, but I can't get to it because of that timber. Just amazing, but yeah, it works the same way as in the first game. You can find Drillbur only in randomly appearing dust clouds. You can find shards as well, which can be useful for teaching moves through the move tutor, but right now it's a Drillbur I'm interested in. The shards will have to wait until later. And here's another dust cloud. What's inside, you may ask? A red shard. God damn it. Well, I'm not gonna turn down a red shard. I mean, it's gonna be useful later. But right now, as I said before, it's a Drillbur that I want, not freaking shards! Okay, it took a while. My Petilil is now halfway through level 27. But at least I found a Drillbur, and I don't really care much about the ability on this one. I'm hoping for a decent nature, though. I'm not going to be as picky as with Petilil, though, because Drillbur is a good bit more rare, as evidenced by the time that it took for me to find one. And, oh wow! It took only one ball. Of course, it's not a legendary, but I'll take one ball catches, especially from full HP, whenever I can get them. So, this is Drillbur's Pokédex entry. So, no, I don't want to nickname it. So, let's see what we got here. Drillbur, Sassy Nature, Sandrush. I can live with that. I can live with a Sassy Nature. It could be better. Too bad about that speed drop, but it could also be a lot worse. So, time to do the grinding all over again, this time with a Drillbur. And this is what Drillbur looks like after a grinding session. Dig/Metal Claw, Hone Claws with a Quick Claw because I don't have the Eviolite for the time being. Mr. Metal is right here and wants to give me some medals. Middle Walker for walking a lot of steps. This one is Heavy Walker for walking a lot of steps. And, Trash Master for looking into a lot of trash cans, I guess. This one is Battle Learner for battling a certain amount of trainers, I don't know. And this one is Superb Locator for finding hidden items, even though I barely found any. But regardless, let's get away from this guy as soon as we can. Because, and seriously though, when we went to the metal office, they said, "Oh, don't question it." So this is not even alternate character interpretation. They knew what kind of characters they were writing. Anyway, time to take on the Battle Company. Since I skipped over it when I first came here so that I could keep the experience for Drillbur and Petilil. One thing I want to point out, though, is that I'm not going to be using Petilil a whole lot until I evolve it. The reason is that Lilligant learns Quiver Dance at level 28. Now, if I evolve Petilil while it's level 28, it's going to learn Quiver Dance. But if it's at 29, it's not going to learn it. I'm going to need to use a hard scale later on. And I would much rather learn Quiver Dance earlier, so for that reason, I'm going to be using Drillbur almost exclusively until I get Sunstone. Once again, I'm going to bolt straight for Nimbasa when I'm going to get the chance in order to get one, as I did in the previous LP, Quick Balls, which are good for catching for catching a Pokemon on the first turn, but it's only effective on the first turn, not on the first so many turns. It only works on the first turn, and it's barely more effective than Dusk Balls at that, so seriously, just don't bother. Although now that I think about it, Quick Balls were buffed in Gen 5. They're now 5 times regular effectiveness instead of 4, so I guess that's that. But yeah, as I was saying, you won't be seeing a whole lot of Petilil. There is still a little leeway that I can use if I really need it, but I'd rather keep that leeway for the case where I would really need it. So this is going to be the last trainer that I'm going to be fighting today. So I'll see you later next week, I guess, with all the news from E3 and presumably Korokoro as well. This is going to be a busy week, so head to Cerebi and mash that F5 button. Well, not too much. We don't want the site to crash now, don't we?